Good morning. Wednesday. Here we go. So, when you're thinking about what you need to do, like the next step you need to take, the things that are driving you, like change is coming, you need to do something different, the teachers show up. Like, it's incredible. We've been planning a retreat here for a couple months now, but it's just now coming into clarity, because as soon as we decided what it was going to look like, what we wanted to call it Creating You. And the subtitle to Creating You is Mastering the Expression of Your Life, because oh my gosh, on a high level, as human beings across the board, we all want to be heard. We all want to be seen. We want to know our lives mattered. We want to know the contribution we're making is going to make a difference. Like, we all have that desire. That's what we do the way we do, and then we seek out the relationships that we seek out, and the reasons why we feel stuck in our lives, and the reason we feel a need to break out. That's why feeling fired up resonates with so many people on such a high level, because we all want to be top level performers. That means we want to be seen. We want to be heard. We want to know that the mistakes of the past are in the past, that the conditioning we received as children was under circumstances that really had nothing to do with you, and that your value is high, that your lovability factor is real, right? We need to know these things. Expressing yourself and mastering the expression of your life is the reason you start to use your creative genius. So we're doing this retreat, Creating You. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be held April 20th and 21st, and watch for details. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to hold workshops, so you understand that, what do I want to say? The workshops that we're going to do are going to help you reduce your stress levels, right? Who wants to live with stress? Nobody. Who lives with stress? Everybody. So how do we manage that? That's another thing that we're going to do. And of course, we're going to do another 6-week slim down. Sometimes it just helps to have a start and an end to a focused effort of taking care of you, right? So those are some things that are coming, and I'm telling you, the teachers are showing up. It is so exciting, so much fun that when every morning, I listen to somebody. I listen to somebody that can tell the story of how to get from where you are to where you want to go. Every morning. And so I leave myself extra time in the morning, because I want to learn something I didn't know yesterday. That's just me. That's just how I'm built. So whether that's brain damage or not, I've been told that it's brain damage, but it's who I am. And sometimes you just have to accept who you are the way you are, and do what you do the way you do it. So that brings me to this story of this guy. So Brett Klicka, if you're watching this, I mean, happy birthday, brother. You were like so awesome. Loved what your wife did. Threw you a massive birthday party. And side note, speaking of birthdays, happy birthday to Marky. Marky has been my side companion since the day we opened. Couldn't ask for a better person to dedicate herself to mastering her craft. Like, she shows up a little bit better every single day, and those are the kind of people you want to surround yourself with. So thank you, Marky. Have a great day off. Enjoy your birthday. So back to Brett. When I first entered the fitness industry, I was a latecomer. I was in my late 40s. I didn't know what I was doing. Talk about intimidating. Everybody that gets into fitness gets into it when they're 20 or 30. All right, here's this old lady walking into her first fitness conference, and I was in Myrtle Beach, North Carolina, and I was picking out the classes I wanted to go to, and I picked one on something about teaching. Sorry, Brett, I know it was teaching a children's class, a children's exercise class, right? And mostly the classes had been very educational, right? They were pretty straightforward. They had presenters that gave you really good ideas and whatnot. But Brett's class was different. I walked into that class, and he was on fire. Like, he was so fired up. I'm like, dude, I don't know how you got to be that way, but I got to do what you do, the way you do it. And because it resonates with me, I think that's who I am too. So this was my first go, right? I didn't know what I was doing necessarily, but man, he had us playing like kids. He had us up on BOSUs, down in squats. We were running in squats. We were using our imagination. We were dreaming big. We were doing things outside of the box. Nothing that we did was streamlined. I'd never seen this before. Of course, I was new, but I can tell you 10 years later, I still have never seen anything like that workshop, and I've been to a lot now, okay? So cool that the way he did it, like he took his own drive, his own passion, and I know we had similar mentors in common. Todd Durkin was one of them, but I know he had studied other people, and then he pulled it all together and drove it into his heart, and that's what he did. And it was just inspiring. It was incredible. So, and I say this because so many times we get stuck. We get stuck thinking we got to do things streamlined. We got to do things the way we think they're supposed to be done. We want to do it right. Right? So, and then it's not working for us because it's not who we are, right? If Brett had tried to teach this class the way somebody else would have made a presentation, or the way that 90% of the presenters that day were making their presentations from the podium, you know, in a very low-key setting, his passion would have been lost. And it wouldn't have changed my life. And so here's the thing, the reason your food, like that's the number one thing. It's not the workout, because you come in, we give you the answers to the test, you do your workout, you get it done right, you get it done efficiently, you're out of here burning fat for 16 hours. Got it, right? It's when you're on your own and you have to figure out the food and you're like, okay, well, I'm supposed to fill in the blank. I'm supposed to count my calories. I'm supposed to eat less, exercise more. I'm supposed to diet and worry about whether or not I made progress today. Like, those are things that are holding you back. It's brain damage. It's brain damage to think about stuff that is absolutely irrelevant to you, because your body's talking to you. Your body's telling you, I'm hungry now. And you're like, shh, no, not going to feed you. Your body's talking to you and saying, I'm exhausted. And you're like, shh, still not going to feed you. Even though your blood sugar's low and it feels like a nap, not going to feed you. And then cravings. It's like, I am so tired. I'm too tired to make a good food decision. But I got to stay up. I got to have more downtime because it was a busy day. And this is the only time I get to myself. So I got to have more downtime, not go to bed, even though my body's dying. It's saying it needs some rest. And I'm like, shh, nope, TV's on. Not going to give you any more sleep. Oh, and while I'm up still, and I can't make a good decision because my exhaustion's too high, we're going to head on into the ice cream bin and eat the whole thing. We've all been there, but we're doing what's not working for us. That doesn't work for us, but we keep doing it. So then what do? Well, we shame ourselves, and then we have guilt, and then we don't forgive ourselves, and we eat 6 months more of bad meals before we can forgive ourselves again and get back on track. Brain damage. It's brain damage, and we know that. We know that. It's a struggle every single day, and we're making it hard because it's not working. It's not working. So you got to step outside the box. You've got to do what works for you. I mean, that was Brett's best tool. When he was outside of the box and we were low and we were high, he was making a squat jump. My legs were on fire. And we were playing and laughing and having a great time. We were pretending we were in the jungle, because this is what you would do as a fitness professional, put on a kids class, right? To keep the kids' attention, because they're not going to do one more rep. They're not going to get on the floor and go, scissor kicks are fun. No, they want to play. They want to move. So he was like bringing it to life. Bring your ideas to life. Use your creativity to do this your way so that it's not brain damage. You do not want more brain damage. You don't. And so when your goals drive your dreams, and we talked about this. If you didn't see that post, you can go back and watch it. If your goals drive your dreams, you are outside of the box. You're not trying to do what you think you're supposed to do. You're not trying to do it right. You're not trying to look good doing it. You're trying to just be you and do what you need to do. And so if you need permission to do what you need to do, here you go. Here's your permission. Listen to you. To create the life you want, to live at the top of your game, to be fired up and get world class about how you do what you do the way you do it, you've got to listen. Listen to you. Stop with the brain damage. Get out of the chaos. Don't create more drama that is so unnecessary, so that you free up more time in your mind, in your brain, in your life for the things that matter most. Have fun. Have fun. Play like a kid. Do this your way, and you're never going to look back. You'll never have regret. You'll always feel fired up. Here we go. It's the only Wednesday you have this week. Get after it. Do this your way. Make it fun. You got this.